The bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Let's go.
Williams going to sneak it, and he will have the Bears first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
Here's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw, it's Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now a give right side Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Go.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Flores. And this is incomplete. Isaiah Likely the target that time. 3rd down here. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Flores. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Operating from the gun, Flores. A short one there, caught by Likely. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Set.
Off the play fake. Flores. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. The catches for him just keep piling up in his career. He's now at 1,024. And that ties Isaac Bruce, the number that he had back in the day.
Yeah, part of the greatest show on turf. And remember, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt combined for nearly 2,000 catches in their careers. He might get to 2,000 himself with the numbers he's posting up there. Keeps himself in great shape. He might go for it.
Come 19, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
The tight end in motion right. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get this to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Flores. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Come on, set. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw, Williams. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. From 13 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. This 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The slot man in motion right.
Set, go.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 9. Here's Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Flores. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Working out of the gun, Williams. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
From the gun, here's Williams. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now Flores throwing to start the drive. It's caught here by Adams. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A first down carry for Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A 54-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Warrior 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 53 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball threat there, and it worked out.
Times have changed, haven't they? Those used to be plays that we would clip and save because you didn't see it very often. Big tight end, deep downfield catching a pass. Now it's almost standard. That's a big part of everyone's offense. Get it to those guys because they're not just tight ends anymore. They're athletes.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just look into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on third and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
79 Broncos.
Throwing to start the drive. Flores. Throw right side. Wilson. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He hits Adams complete, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Adams. 33 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bears 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw. Flores. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On target to his man, Likely. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up the 3rd down.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Street, check go.
Looking to throw. Flores. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Devontae Adams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bears 14. Michael Badgley set to
Following the
kick off.
touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Flores. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Looking to throw. Flores. A short one there, caught by Likely. Down the sideline he goes. He may go. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Braylon Allen, 61 yards. And the Jets start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. And now here's another interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Throwing to start the drive. Flores. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's Jervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
2nd and 18 at the 40-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Flores. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Flores throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 63 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Looking to throw is Williams. Open man down the field. That's Adunze. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here we go. 19 fire.
To throw, it's Williams. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball. But
open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of this...
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Jets 49, Bears 28. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. But a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to Likely. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
19 tight.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking to throw. Flores. They set up the screen for Henry. Able to slither by. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Michael Badgley set to kick
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Ready. Warriors 70. 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 79 Bronco. Hut, hut.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball,
Since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found, and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music.